Okay, hi, hello. This is editing Steph. I've just come to edit the week 2's reading vlog of Whateverathon, and it's an actual mess. Like, I am mortified at how much of a mess it is. It makes zero sense. There's no cohesiveness. My plan for the week was to do a reading vlog of reading 4 YA contemporaries and being like, trying to figure out what it is I still like about YA contemporaries and what I dislike about them, so that I can maybe eliminate some more books off of my shelves. However, I slumped hard in the middle of the week and didn't read anything Tuesday to Thursday. I think I did 3 days of not picking a book up, and I hit day 4 and finally picked something up, and it was not any of the books on that list. So what happened was I read 1 book on that list and then read 3 books off of that list. So I managed 4 books in the week. There is a wrap up at the end of this video. However, I just wanted to go through with you what is going to happen in this video, because this is probably going to be reasonably short, and I wanted to explain the choppiness of it because it's going to be really messy. So I'm not going to show the opening clip because that's me babbling on about a bunch of books that I didn't read. I only read 1 of them. So that's just me going on about a bunch of books that I haven't read. So we're going to open up with me on Tuesday, going to a garden centre and hauling some plants, and then telling you about the book that I read on the Monday. And then I'm gonna haul a couple more plants. I'm gonna do a Fairyloot unboxing, and then we're gonna jump to me wrapping the week up because there's zero cohesiveness. I do a clip on Monday telling you exactly what I want to read, of which I read 1 book. I do a clip on Tuesday hauling the plants and telling you about the book I read on Monday. And then I do a clip, I think then the Fairyloot box comes on Tuesday. So I do a clip on the Tuesday of opening the Fairyloot box. Then I do a clip on Friday. I think it's Friday anyway. A clip on Friday basically telling you that I haven't read anything for 3 days and I'm picking up a different book entirely off my TBR, and then I do a clip on Monday, today, of me wrapping the vlog up. So I don't feel like film anything like Wednesday and Thursday. I don't film anything Saturday and Sunday, so it's a right mess. So I thought I would do a very brief, this is what's going to happen in this vlog, and explain why this is going to be a very choppy, very messy vlog. But I thought I just want to show you my excitement about my plants, and also I did read 4 books, so I want to tell you about them. So I didn't want to scrap the vlog, but I wanted to explain why it's messy, because I don't want to start the vlog off with I'm reading these books and then I fucking don't, because that's annoying. So yeah, that's what's happening. Enjoy.
Wayward is my fickle heart. Where would I be if it weren't for your grace, your strength? Faithful is your mighty hand, drawing me close with your tender kindness, your mercy that saves. Abba, Father, I need you more.
Hello. As you can see, I'm looking a little green. I've just come back from the garden centre. It is probably around 11:30, maybe midday, and I woke up this morning feeling just a little bit blah, and I was like, you know what, let's have a butcher's online for some plants. And I nearly bought some from an online store, and then I was like, no, there's a garden centre around the corner, let's go. I've never been to this garden centre before, but I knew there was one around the corner. I didn't realise how close it was actually. It's literally around the corner. So I went to the garden centre. It was reasonably busy actually. Obviously quite a few older people because it's like the middle of the day, it's nice, it's a garden centre. But it was really cute, really nice garden centre, gorgeous selection of indoor plants, and I bought some. Hi plant mum. I'm getting a bit sad about my Califia, I think it's called, or Ophelia, I think that's the name of it. Anyway, it's massive and he's called Alf and I love him, but I repotted him maybe a month or 2 ago and he's just really saggy and I'm not sure what to do with him, so I'm going to repot him today. I've got some more soil because I think what happened was I didn't have enough soil for the pot, so he's just like sagged. So I'm going to repot him today and see if I can get a bit more life in him. I've bought some food, some plant food, and see if I can fix him. I think he's still alive, but he's just saggy, so I need to fix him. And then we've still got Rio as well. I don't know what he is, but he's doing really well. He's thriving in my kitchen window. So yeah, so today I ended up getting this thing, which is really pretty, and this is called a cordyline fruity kiwi, apparently. Cordyline. And it's really, really pretty. The leaves are gorgeous on it. So maybe we'll call this cordy or kiwi. No, I want to call it kiwi. We're going to call this kiwi. Give all my plants names. I like giving them names. And then I got this pot as well, which is an Elho pot. And these are all recycled plastic essentially and into pots, and they were a little bit cheaper, and I was like, you know what, we're saving the environment, we're buying plants, let's buy recycled pots. So I got a cute little grey pot for kiwi, cute. And then we have I spotted this one on one of the websites this morning, and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. This has like a bazillion different names, this plant. So this is a Zamioculcas zamifolia, a ZZ essentially, ZZ plant. And I just think that the leaves look, again, really, really pretty. And this is one that will go, you know, that will grow up more so than it will grow out, which I really like because space is a thing. And for this one, we got a white pot. My house is white and grey with a little bit of black in the kitchen. Literally, I have zero colour in this house except for my new TBR cat, which is blue. And then we got a large plant, and we got a Dipsis luteescens. This is one that I saw this morning on a website, and I really wanted one like this, you know, that was like really, really full and green, but like, again, grows up rather than out. And I believe that these can get really, really tall, which is really cool. These are fine for pets as well. I wanted to make sure that I got pet ones, pet friendly ones. I don't have a pet, but we have the dog. So my parents have the dog, and he comes around sometimes, and I kind of want this one to become a floor plant eventually once it's grown a bit more in the kitchen. So yeah, I got this one too. And with this one we got again, the same company, but a textured white pot. This pot is a little bit big, but it just means that the plant can grow with the pot. So cute, right? So yeah, I just spent 70 quid at the garden centre on plant feed, plants, pots, and also soil for Alf, which actually works out cheaper than it would have done getting them from online, because the plants that I put in my basket online were probably like the same size as these. In fact, I was getting a small one of these ones. And there was 3 in my basket, and I had no pots at that point either, and it was coming to over 70 quid. So it works out cheaper, and also I got to walk around the garden centre, which is amazing. And now I feel like I want to do a little bit of gardening in the actual garden as well, which is cool because it fucking needs doing. So yeah, we're going to collect some rainwater as well from my little rainwater pot thing outside so that I can water said plants. But reading update, because you came here for that, I finished Between Perfect and Real last night by Ray Stoev. This was really, really good. This is following Dean, who is fairly certain that he is trans, and he's going through the process of trying to figure out what this means for himself. So he's trying to, it's not a case of he definitely knows this and the people immediately in his life know this, but he's then coming out to everyone else in his life. It's a case of he literally is trying to figure out if this is correct. He's going through that process and slowly but surely coming out to people, including his girlfriend Zoe and his parents as well. His dad's a little bit more open-minded, his mum is not. And it was just really, really good. He goes to a group as well, a support group, and I just really enjoyed the process of this. I wasn't so fussed about the whole play, the Romeo and Juliet play. There was a lot of talk surrounding that, so I understand how people who will really love theatre will enjoy that side of things as well. I wasn't so fussed about it, but I understood why it was imperative to the story. I just thought it was really good. I really enjoyed the characters. Do be careful, trigger warnings for severe bullying. Also, trigger warnings for suicide as well in here. Not of a main character, but the story of a suicide. So just be careful of that. It's very brief, but it is in here. I wasn't expecting it, so just be wary of that as well. But overall, I really enjoyed this. It was very good, and I gave it 4 stars. I will be reviewing this on Instagram on the 21st, I think it is, of June. If that's wrong, I'll leave the date here. But do be mindful to go and check out Trans Own Voices reviews for this as well, please. I am not trans, but I thought it was brilliant. But check out Own Voices reviews as well, because I could have missed something. Something could be awry and I may not know that. So, but I enjoyed it. Overall, I really enjoyed it. 4 stars, it was great. So I'm really glad that I've managed to take a book out already for this week, because I had 4 books on my TBR. So I think, so yeah, I'm going to go out and do some gardening, spend a bit of time in the sun. I've got dry hands now and mud everywhere. We'll take these off. And I'm going to sort these plants out, find them some homes in the house. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel happy. We have some green. I want to kick plant mum's butt. Like, I want to kick ass at being a plant mum. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I have a parcel, so we're gonna open this. It's 1:15. I was gonna do some editing. I did a bit of gardening and then I was gonna do some editing, but honestly, I just feel a little bit bleh today. I don't know. I obviously said that I woke up feeling a bit meh, and that's why I went to the garden centre, because I was like, I want to get some plants. So I've done that. And I feel good about it, and they're really cute, and I'm trying to get used to the positioning of them where I've put them around the house. But also I'm just feeling a bit shit. So I'm not in the mood to edit today at all, which means there's no video going to be going up today, which is Tuesday. So my next video will go up Thursday, which is fine. I've just done a quick note on YouTube now. So I think I'm actually just going to watch some TV for a little bit, see how I feel, and then hopefully pick my books up later. But I don't know, we're just going to ride the wave though. I'm not going to force myself to do anything I don't want to do, because I'll make a shit job of it. So we'll see. But let's open this, because I don't think this is from me. These are some chunky books. Who are these from? Is there a note? There's no note. There is notes. Oh, Harriet. Oh, should you mention that these were going to come? Enjoy your gift, just a little gift to say thank you for your content that you produce, from Harriet. Harriet loves to send me some Brandon Sanderson. So we have Words of Radiance part 1 and 2. I'm fairly certain that it was Harriet that sent me Way of Kings as well. Apologies if that's not right, but I'm fairly certain that that is the case. So thank you so much, Harriet, for sending me these. I really appreciate it. It's going to be a while before I can get to these, because obviously I'm trying to read these in order, but I am wanting to make sure that I've got them ready to go, because that would be the worst. Way of the Kings. Oh yeah, Words of Radiance comes after Way of Kings, because me and Jade have now started Era 2, Mistborn Era 2. Once we've finished that, we'll probably go on to Warbreaker and then into the Stormlight Archives. So we will start with the Way of Kings and then on to Words of Radiance, Edge Dancer, and then Oathbringer. I think that's the order. So thank you so much, Harriet. You didn't have to at all, but thank you. I really appreciate it. You're an angel. And then I do have the Fairyloot box here, so I thought we could do a really brief, see if I can do a brief quick unboxing of this rather than like a whole unboxing, and see what happens, because I'm really excited about one of the things in here. I've just remembered there's a really exciting thing in here. So first thing I've got is Serpent and Dove, a coaster set. I love Serpent and Dove. Oh, they're pretty. It's such a good book. So I am assuming that this is, why can I not remember his name? He will be one of the main characters. Oh, who will he be? Oh, I'm not sure, but he's pretty. And then we have this one and also this one. I'm going to assume that this is Lou. Oh, this will be Reed. But I can't remember the names of these two, unfortunately, off the top of my head. But they're really, really pretty. I really did enjoy Serpent and Dove. I must pick up Blood and Honey soon, because I haven't done so yet. We have, oh, this is cute. Look, it's got a plant on it. What's in here? Oh, that's pretty. What is, behold what has arrived. It looks like this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but it's really pretty. And this kind of like, I don't know if that's how it works. You know what I haven't spotted yet? The card, the spoiler card. The bottom of the box, really pretty. So what is this? Oh, it's a wooden phone stand. Fascinating. And this is inspired by, I don't know, I'm struggling. It's inspired by Whateverathon, which I have not read. Oh, I see how this works now. Do I? Or am I still struggling? I'm still struggling. But I'm 31 years old. This should not be difficult. Anywho, it's really, really pretty. I will have to play with that and have a butcher's, but I really like the envelope that it came in as well. Then we have Roll the Dice reading list game. Fascinating. Cute little Fairyloot pouch with, oh my god, a gorgeous D&D die. Holy shit, that's beautiful. It'll be a D20, actually, yeah, that makes sense. A D20. I don't know how this works. There's a little notepad as well. So, do you write yourself a prompt, roll that? Oh, you put your TBR. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Write down the books you want to choose from on the numbered sheet of paper and roll the dice. Whichever number you roll, that's the book you read. I love it. Okay, that's fascinating. Should have done a separate unboxing for this. Then we have this, which is the item that I'm really, really excited about. This is a tumbler. I love Fairyloot's tumblers. From now until the darkness claims us. It's Sarah J. Maas. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. This is inspired by Throne of Glass, which I have read the first two of, twice at least. And we have a straw for the tumbler as well. And then in the bottom we got the book. We also have the tarot cards, who this month are inspired by Serpent and Dove. Nice. So we have the 9 and 10 of wands. Idiot. These are beautiful. And then we have this print. It features characters from Crave by Tracy Wolf. Nice. I have read Crave and enjoyed it. I didn't read the second one yet though. Well, I got halfway through and didn't carry on. Standard, really. Then we have the Fairyloot bag, as always. We have the matching bookmark. Oh, that's a gorgeous print. This is the Dear Reader letter. And the book, I know exactly what the book is. The book is, oh, wow. That's beautiful. The book is Witches Steeped in Gold, but look at this. There is no title on it. It looks the same all the way around. This cover is stunning. Also, sprayed stenciled edges, in fact, not sprayed, but stenciled. It's signed by the author. This is beautiful. And I think we have a ribbon bookmark as well. Very nice indeed. Oh my god. Underneath the dust jacket, it looks like this, and also on the reverse of the dust jacket, it looks like this. Holy shit, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I am in love. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this box because I have an arc of Witches Steeped in Gold and I haven't had a chance to get to it yet. But boy am I glad, because this is stunning. Fairyloot have just knocked it out of the park yet again. Phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. The Fairy Scoop has an interview with the author, which is Siannon Smart. So there is an interview with them, and then there is going to be a read along on from the 28th of June as well for the book. And next month's theme is animal companions, so June's theme is animal companions, and I'm really excited about that because I love animal companion books. So yeah, this was like a really solid box. I mean, they're all solid boxes from Fairyloot, but this was phenomenal. I am obsessed with this. This is amazing. I'm just, wow. Wow. Wow, amazing, amazing. So that was probably a really rushed unboxing, seeing as this clip's only 10 minutes long, and I unboxed something else as well. So yeah, but that was amazing at unboxing. Holy shit, I am buzzing. Really pretty. Good job, Fairyloot. This is stunning as well. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with that TBR game. I really want to play. So yeah, good job, Fairyloot, as always. Love their boxes. Anyway, I'm gonna watch some movies, I think, and then I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. Okay, hello. Let's see if we can make this a quick update. It's currently 6 PM on Friday evening, and I've still not been reading. We're going to give you a quick update on that in a second, but I got some more new plants, so I wanted to tell you what I got. So the first plant is, I'm just checking on my phone, this is a Calathea bluegrass, and I'm really excited about it because look how pretty he is. The shop that I got this from, which is Loft Leaf, I will leave a link to them down below so you can check them out if you want to. They do deliver in the UK. Was really just so lovely. They were really lovely, and I'm really excited about it because they name these plants. They name every single plant, and this one is called Ben, but I've changed this plant's name to Blue because, well, it's part of its name, Calathea bluegrass, but also I had a pet called Ben when I was younger, so I just felt weird about having a plant called Ben. And I also got Blue in Elho. I also got Blue and Elho pot as well. This is mint green, so I have more Elho pots, which Loft Leaf do sell as well, which I like really back 100%. I will be buying more plants from Loft Leaf. I can 100% guarantee it. I then also got Monty the Monstera monkey mask. Look at how little this plant is. I am obsessed. Look at his leaves. He's so pretty. Look at him go. So there's Loft Leaf named this plant Monty, and I am going to stick with Monty, I think, although Jade was like, oh my god, is Monty tiny? And I was like, oh, I should have called him Tiny instead. So his name may change, we will see. But look, just look at how little his little pot is. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. And I did get him an orange Elho pot as well. So we have an orange and a mint green Elho pot. So we have Blue and Monty, or Tiny, it may change, I don't know. So I got new plants. I've gone from being a plant mum of 2 to being a plant mum of 7, which I am living for. I'm not mad in the slightest. So, reading update, I ended up picking up a random book, which is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. I've loved Abby's previous books, which were The Friend Zone and the Happy Ever After playlist. I love them both. So I've picked this up and ended up blasting through 95 pages without even thinking about it. So it turns out that all I really wanted was some smutty adult romance. So far we haven't had any smut, but this is really cute. It's got very serious undertones to it as well, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not going to tell you about it now, I'll tell you about it when I finished it because my battery is dying. And basically I'm going to mood read. Usually by having a TBR game I don't have room to mood read, but we're going to try it this weekend and see what happens. So that's my plan. I'm going to go. I talked really fast, my apologies, but my battery's about to die and I didn't want it to die halfway through because I can't bother going finding a charged battery. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry on reading this, decide what to do for my tea, and then I'll update you when I've got an update for you. So I'll see you in a bit. Hello, good afternoon. It's Monday and it's 1:15 in the afternoon, and I am here to wrap up this reading vlog. I can't remember the last time I updated you on this reading vlog, honestly. I've got no idea what I last told you, But I'm here to wrap it up and then start to film for the rest of the day before I go to yoga this afternoon, this evening, sorry, at 6 o'clock. So I need to sort this out really quickly. This is going to be a quick update because I just need to wrap up what I've read. But yeah, basically I managed to complete 4 books this week, which inadvertently has ended up being a contemporary / romance reading vlog, which is weird because that's kind of what I want to do next week. Well, this upcoming week actually. So yeah, I've managed to read a reasonable amount. So I've managed to read Between Perfect and Real, I forgot the name of the book then. Between Perfect and Real by Ray Stoev. I gave this 4 stars. It was really good. Then I read Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. I don't know if I've given you any updates on this. I don't know what clips I have for this week. Okay, so we're following Vanessa Price, who is a travel YouTuber. She makes quite a bit of money doing this and she really enjoys her job. She wants to make the most out of life. Her mother, her sister, her aunt never made it to 30 and she's pretty convinced that she's going to be the same because of a condition that's passed down through the family. Don't want to spoil what that is, but I will be giving trigger warnings in a second for this, so you will probably find out what that is in a second. However, one day her sister comes round and dumps her baby girl onto Vanessa. She says she's nipping to the shop but never comes back for her. Now her sister has issues with drug addiction, and Vanessa essentially doesn't want to give the baby girl back to her sister. However, she's struggling because she isn't the mother. She's struggling with the baby, and one day her neighbour Adrian comes round because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and he can't sleep because the baby won't stop crying, and he ends up helping Vanessa out with the baby, and slowly but surely these two end up in a bit of a relationship. They start hanging out a lot as friends, which is totally agreed from the beginning, but slowly but surely feelings come into play and lots of things go down. Trigger warnings for a drug abuse, OCD, mental abuse, and also just content warnings for ALS as well. This is mentioned in here, so I learned quite a lot about that, but obviously again, do check out Own Voices reviews for this because I don't have ALS, so I'm not sure if the representation was right in here, but just be wary of that going in. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I feel like this was a really good adult romance with some hard-hitting elements in here. Not very smutty. On the smut scale, I would say a 1 or 2 out of 5. It's very fade to black, so not very smutty, but it's a really great book. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving this one 5 stars. I really enjoyed the characters, really enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the hard-hitting element of it, and I blasted through this in a day. So yeah, 5 stars for this one. Then I picked up a reread of Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I really love this story. We're following Georgie and also Travis. So Georgie is the baby sister of 3 siblings and family run a home renovation business. However, she is a clown. This sounds ridiculous, but she is like a clown, an entertainment, kids entertainment clown thing. She wants to build this business up and make it more of a huge entertainment business thing that not only does kids parties but might venture into other things as well. But so far she's a one-woman band where she dresses up as a clown and goes to kids parties. She loves her job. She doesn't want to be part of the family business. However, Georgie has this issue where she's always deemed the child in the family. So despite the fact that she's now got her own home, she's running her own business, she's a successful businesswoman, she's still deemed the kid in the family. Nobody takes on her opinions, nobody listens to her, and she's never once been asked would she like to join the family renovation business. Despite the fact that she wouldn't, she's never been asked, she's never been given the opportunity. Travis Ford is a baseball player, washed up baseball player. He got an injury in his rotator cuff, I think it is, in his shoulder, and he ends up having to retire, well, being forced to retire from baseball because nobody else wants him to join their team, and he ends up, you know, drunk at home alone, feeling sorry for himself. And a month passes and Georgie comes into his house one day and just essentially throws rotten food at him, and she's like, come on, let's get your shit together, blah blah blah. Georgie's brother Steve, I think he's called Steve, I can't remember, I'm fairly certain he's called Steve, is Travis's best friend. That's how their friendship comes in. Georgie's been in love with Travis since she was a child. She's always been in love with Travis, but she wants to help him out as a friend, etc, etc. And things just kind of go from there. Fake dating ensues in here. Travis has the opportunity of becoming a game announcer. I can't remember what they call him, you know, the person that does the commentator for baseball. He has the opportunity to do this. However, Travis has over the years built up this reputation of being a proper playboy, sleeping around, things like that, getting himself in a bit of trouble, and they want a family man, essentially. So someone who looks like they've settled down, someone who looks like they could have a family, etc, etc. And a fake dating ensues between Georgie and Travis. Georgie wants to prove to her parents that she can be responsible and she's growing up, etc, etc, and Travis wants to be able to prove to these people that he can be a family man, and he's settled down and changed his ways. So they're helping each other out and things just go from there. I really love this story. I've already read it before. I will read it again. I just love Georgie and Travis. I really enjoy what happens in here. I love the side characters as well. Bethany's one of my favorite side characters, and I really loved her story, Tools of Engagement, in here. So I just really loved this story, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars for the second time. And then we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which I've just finished reading this morning. This is the first in the off-campus series, and I really enjoyed this. Oh, the smut level in here is like a 5, so really smutty. Similarly, it's like a 5. Trigger warnings, before I go on about this, trigger warnings for rape. The word rape is mentioned on the first page. Do be wary of that. I was not expecting it going in. Luckily, it's not a trigger for me, but it's on the first page. The story you don't get till over halfway through the book, but the word rape is mentioned several times throughout the book, and it's obviously a rape that's happened in the past, and she then tells the story later on in the book. So the word rape is on the first page, just be careful of that, so trigger warnings for that. Also mental and physical abuse in here as well, so do be wary of that. But this is following both Hannah Wells and also Garrett Graham. Hannah's basically a straight A student, essentially, and she has managed to pass this exam that everybody else seems to have failed in her philosophy class. I think it's philosophy or ethics. It might be the same thing, I'm not sure. Anyway, Garrett notices. Garrett is the ice hockey captain, and he basically has to keep up his score so that he can continue to play hockey, and he asks Hannah if she will tutor him because he really wants to know how she's managed to get the A in the exam, the only person in class that's been able to get an A in the exam. She refuses because she thinks Garrett's an asshole and she doesn't want anything to do with him. She's also extremely busy. She's getting ready for the winter show that she's doing. She's working so that she can keep herself at uni, and she's obviously got her classes and stuff. And Garrett pursues her and pursues her and pursues her until eventually she says yes, she will help him out, and they're kind of enemies type thing goes to friendship and then becomes something more. The way he encourages her to kind of help him out is that she's got a crush on another guy in class who is part of the football team. However, Garrett is wary that this guy is a bit of a dick, and he acts like a nice guy just to get into girls' knickers, essentially. And but Hannah will not take this as like being an actual thing. She's pretty certain that Justin's a really nice guy. However, Garrett knows differently, but he convinces her that he will help her out if she helps him get past this extra exam that he has to do now for this class. He will help her out with her socialiteness. So basically, by associating with him, it will bring her socialiteness up, and basically Justin will be interested in her. That's Garrett's way of thinking, and it actually fucking works as well. Who knew? So yeah, it kind of goes from there. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed the relationship between Hannah and Garrett. I really enjoyed the relationship between Hannah and Garrett. I enjoyed where it went. I think the storyline was dealt with really well. I just really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I love this so much. I did get like One Tree Hill vibes, though, like Naily vibes. Does anyone know what I'm talking? Like the whole tutor and the, you know, captain of the hockey team, like Nathan being the basketball captain and then Haley the tutor, and these two come together, and you know, I just got Naily vibes and One Tree Hill vibes. And someone else in the comments when I mentioned this yesterday on Sprints was like, oh my god, the whole series is like One Tree Hill vibes. So obviously I've bought the rest of the books. So I'm really excited to carry on with this series, and I'm hoping to do so this week. So I really want to finish the series off this week, because I really enjoyed this. I had a great time. I love Elle Kennedy's writing. I've not read anything from her solo before. I have read from her and Serena Bowen before, so I've read Him and also Top Secret, which were fantastic. Really enjoyed them. But yeah, I really had a good time with this, and I'm excited to carry on and read more from Elle Kennedy. So yeah, I am hyped. So 5 stars for this one as well. Again, on the smut scale, a 5. It was great. So I had a really nice week. So yeah, I've been slumping hard in like the middle of the week, and it's been really shit, but I can't believe that I've now actually managed to complete 8 books for this month, which is amazing. So yeah, only 2 more books and I've hit my goal for Whateverathon, but I'm completely off my TBR. Maybe that's why I'm feeling off kilter a little bit, but yeah, had a good week overall. 3 5 stars and a 4 star, so it was really good. But I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.